Welcome into another episode of Raw. We'll be getting stuff kicked off with a huge tag team match that'll see Becky Lynch teaming up with Shayna Baszler to take on the team of Asuka and a partner of her choosing. Becky Lynch is coming off that big win against Ronda Rousey, but there was a huge talking point of Shayna Baszler basically turning her back on her former friend and smashing her in the mouth with the brass knucks. Ronda Rousey will not be here today as the reports have come out and she has suffered a broken jaw. We do not know when we will see Ronda Rousey again. But what we do know is that we will be having Becky Lynch versus Asuka at WrestleMania's Backlash for the Raw Women's Championship, and here comes the champion right now. It'll be interesting to see who Asuka has chosen for her partner in this match. And it's of course Liv Morgan. That makes plenty of sense as she'll be looking for revenge as Shayna Baszler also clocked her with the brass knucks in their matchup a couple of weeks ago. To start this one off, it's going to be Shayna Baszler taking on Asuka. Shayna looks to fire a strike early but is blocked by the champion and she fires in with a strike of her own. She then sets up Baszler for a big slam, putting her down to the mat. Asuka looks to continue the attack and nails a big neckbreaker on Baszler. Asuka has looked very good since joining Raw under Eric Bischoff. Asuka even sending Baszler over, almost just toying with her right now. She's going to pick her up, oh look at this, and signaling to her the challenger, come on Becky, I'm waiting for you. Becky obliges, and we're going to get a preview of what we're going to see at next Sunday's pay-per-view. Two just facing off. Asuka misses a strike and Becky lands with hers. 2-3 and another, and then a big drop kick downs the champion. Becky's going to look to continue her attack here. But fire Asuka across and nails another big drop kick. Going for a quick win, I don't think that'll be enough to put away the champion. And it's not, as it barely gets a 1. Becky going for a strike. This time it's Asuka that blocks and comes back with a strike of her own. And hits another big neck breaker. Asuka going to send Lynch to her corner. And this is going to be the first action we're going to see of Liv Morgan. A little double team attack on Becky Lynch. Back elbow sends her to the ground, and Morgan just continues the attack with a stomp and an elbow strike to the top of the head. Becky Lynch gets out of the way and then fires back with a big clothesline. Becky now sending Liv to the corner. She look for a tag. No, it's blocked by Morgan. But then Morgan strikes blocked by Lynch. And she's looking for a tag. No. Oh, send her to the head first in the middle turnbuckle and then gets the tag into Baszler. As we've seen in recent weeks, Baszler's added that out of those brass knucks. Oh, you see a big power bomb there by Baszler. She's added those brass knucks to her repertoire. It's something that I don't think the former MMA fighter needed, but it's played in big dividends. Baszler here going with some gut wrench suplexes and rolls through. We're going to see another one from Baszler, and Morgan's in trouble here. Baszler going for the cover, gets the 1, and barely a 2 count. And we've seen a lot of fight from Morgan as it's been only those brass knucks that's been able to keep her down the last couple of weeks as she comes in here with a 1-1 record. But I think she really needs a tag to the champion right now. Baszler gets her back in the corner, then tags in Lynch, and the assault on Morgan continues. The big shot from the middle rope takes out Liv's legs, and then a big sweep from Lynch takes out her legs as well. And just another 1. Liv Morgan continues to fight. Becky picks up Morgan and sends her across. The team of Lynch and Baszler have done a really good job of isolating Liv Morgan away from her partner. And what's Becky Lynch looking for here? Going for a big superplex. Is she going to hit it? Oh, she does. Morgan has just taken beating after beating here. And she's crawling to Asuka, and Lynch again cuts Morgan off before she can make the tag. Another suplex here, this time a fisherman suplex. Thought about a pin, but let's go. Just a knee strike to the face before the cover this time. Got a 2 count this time. It's Lynch and Baszler are getting closer and closer. Asuka just dying for a tag there on the outside. The strikes continuing here by Lynch. Morgan finally blocks one of them. She whips Lynch to the ground. I don't think she needs to focus on getting an attack here. She needs to focus on getting a tag. And that may have cost her as Lynch gets her back into the corner and another tag into the fresh Baszler. The assisted backbreaker there. Morgan gets out of the way and look for a tag, but Baszler hits a huge spear. And then just was able to cut off Morgan again before Asuka gets the tag. Morgan sent back into the corner. Baszler just with those big shots to the gut. But Morgan with a back elbow. She hits a Hurricane Rana on Baszler. This would be the opening she needs. She's got to get to the corner. Hits a reverse X Factor. Liv needs to make a tag here. This is her chance. And the tag is made to Asuka. Nails a big drop kick on Baszler right away. Picks Baszler up. What's she looking for here? It's the arm trap, sit out, basically sit out driver, if you will. She's going to continue the attack on Baszler, looking for a big German suplex. She hits it. And we'll follow up with an Irish whip with the misdirection. And follow up with a big clothesline that sends Baszler outside. Asuka is on fire right now. Becky Lynch appeared to have said something to Asuka. It's got her attention. And Asuka greets her with a forearm shot. And then shoulder thrusts her off the apron. Asuka saying, take that, challenger. Asuka turns her attention back to Baszler. Just with a leg sweep there. Spins her over. And it's another German suplex by the champion. I don't know where Becky Lynch is going, but she's not getting back on her side of the ring apron. She's just staying out by the announce desk. In the meantime, out goes Baszler. And Lynch now attacking Morgan on the outside. She's grabbed the chair while Asuka celebrating, and she's just clocked her. She's clocked her with the chair and then follows up with another big shot. Asuka and Liv Morgan have won this match by disqualification, but I don't think Becky Lynch and Baszler care. As Baszler now taking the attack to Liv Morgan on the outside, first against the fence, and then another big spear to the outside. And back in the ring, Becky Lynch isn't done here, looking for the man slam on the chair. Well, that's not your title just yet. You're going to have to earn that at the pay-per-view by beating Asuka fair and square. But Lynch and Baszler do leave here on top. And we're back, and we'll be joined by Finn Balor, who's visibly injured from his attack last week. That's a fair point. We did assume it was Sheamus. That's a huge announcement by Finn Balor, who'll be looking for revenge on Sheamus, who cost him his chance at the #1 contender tournament. Getting back into the action here, Eric Bischoff claims that he was one of the first men to showcase cruiserweights in North America, and we'll be getting our first display of the Cruiserweight Showcase here on Raw. This matchup will have one of the best cruiserweights who's fought all over the world in Kushida, making his Raw debut. Kushida's won titles all over the world and is now looking to make a big statement here on Raw. His opponent will be another person who made quite the impact in the Cruiserweight Classic a couple years ago in Cedric Alexander. This is sure to be a quick, fast-paced matchup. This match is underway. Cedric Alexander goes for a first strike, nails a chop. Kushida fires back with a punch. Cedric Alexander hits a couple shots of his own, but Kushida is now fighting back. This is the fast-paced action we're talking about. Then a big Pele kick by Kushida. And then a nice kip up. Kushida continuing the attack with a low drop kick, taking Alexander to his feet to the ground. Kushida then looking for a hold here. Oh, it's twisted. Got Cedric Alexander all twisted up and then plants it down. Kushida continuing the attack, hitting the big knees to the chest. What's he looking for here? He's going to the top rope, waiting for Alexander to get to his feet. But Cedric's able to reverse the attack. Cedric now on the offensive. Quick leg trip there on Kushida. Quick spin around. Well, then a shot to the head. Goes back to the chops. Then sending Kushida to the corner. Alexander looking for, oh, big backbreaker on Kushida. Going for the quick win, but Kushida's foot was underneath the rope, and an easy call for the ref on the rope break. Cedric Alexander will continue the attack when he sends Kushida to the outside. What's Cedric looking for here? Cedric getting all kinds of fired up. Look out below is a huge suicide dive right over the top rope, lands directly on Kushida. Cedric in control right now. And he's not done. Where's he dragging Kushida to? Into the barricade? What's he looking for here? Another big chop. And then a back body drop onto the barricade. Kushida needs to turn things around quickly or he'll be in big trouble. Alexander going to bring it back to the inside. And then he's going to look to go for the win here. But can only manage a 2. Alexander continuing with the strikes. This time it was seen coming by Kushida, and he's going to go on the attack now. With a leg trip of his own, float over. There's some of the cruiserweight action. And Kushida looks to continue the attack. Whipping Cedric Alexander to the corner. Nailing the big knees again. This time not making the same mistake and going to the top rope and being caught by Alexander. And instead continuing the attack on the arm. No wasted movement by Kushida. There's always something on the mind and going for a pinpoint attack. And then look at here, the arm trap suplex. Kushida really targeting that arm of Alexander. Now going for the pin. But Cedric able to kick out just before the 3 count. Kushida could be setting up for that hover lock submission that he has by targeting Cedric Alexander's arm. In the meantime, he's going to be setting Alexander up on the top rope. We've already seen a big superplex by Becky Lynch. What are we going to see here? It's a top rope Frankensteiner, a crazy maneuver hit there by Kushida. And going for the pin smartly here. And Cedric just able to kick out at the last second. Kushida thought that was 3. It's smart to just continue the attack here by Kushida. I see a big complete shot. He could be setting him up. What's he going for here? Could be setting him up for the PK. Could be looking for the PK. He is. Oh, and he's hit it. Targeting that arm again. And going straight into that hover lock. Looking for the hoverboard lock. He's got him. Alexander's in big trouble. But his foot just hits the bottom rope and lets Cedric escape. Smart move here by Kushida by just continuing the attack. Hits a big forearm strike. He's looking to go up top again. What's he looking for this time? Oh, he's hit like a big Phoenix splash. That's got to be enough to put away Cedric Alexander. And 3. It was the PK into the hoverboard lock that Cedric Alexander was just able to kick out of. But then, or escape to the rope, but it was the big Phoenix splash that gives Kushida his first win in the Cruiserweight Showcase. There is still no word yet when Braun Breaker is coming to Raw, but I can confirm he's on the roster and part of the Raw team. Now it's time for the main event, and we'll be getting it started with AJ Styles. He's coming off getting his first victory against Chad Gable a couple weeks ago. And he's going to be helping the #1 contender tonight take on Champion and The Miz. This man right here has been on fire as of late, defeating The Miz in the semifinals of the #1 contender tournament, and then Sheamus attacking Finn Balor, costing him a spot. Didn't have enough to defeat Nakamura, and Shinsuke Nakamura became #1 contender to Seth Rollins' title. The Miz just looking for the spotlight here, has accepted Seth Rollins' request to tag with him tonight. And here is the champion who, as soon as Shinsuke Nakamura won the tournament last week, ran to the ring and got a cheap attack on the challenger, hitting him with a pedigree and then a curb stomp. But will he have enough tonight to take down the King of Strong Style with the phenomenal one, AJ Styles? To get things started off here with AJ Styles versus The Miz. The Miz going out for a quick attack, and he's hit a big face buster to start things off right away. Then hit a left jab that caught AJ by surprise. And then a big neck breaker. AJ quick to his feet and sweeps out the legs from The Miz. AJ then hits a quick DDT of his own, and he seems to be back in control. AJ just firing The Miz to the outside and challenging The Miz to get back into the ring. Seth looks to make his way. No, he's not actually coming in. And probably smart move too by him, as Nakamura has just made his entrance, or his way into the ring. And he starts off by hitting The Miz with a huge knee. Then an insecurity with The Miz trapped in the ropes. Going for the sliding German, and he's nailed it. Like we mentioned before, Nakamura has been on a huge roll recently, and he'll be getting a shot at the WWE Championship at WrestleMania Backlash, as he's blocked a kick by The Miz here and hits a huge powerbomb. AJ Styles and Nakamura in full control. Nakamura now has Miz on his shoulders, and a sit-out fireman's carry. Seth Rollins has not really even made an attempt here to signal in that he wants in. Miz has just taken the brunt of the attack from Styles and Nakamura. AJ Styles continues here with a basement dropkick, catching Miz in the ribs. Another big strike, just that was a huge kick that just nails Miz to his back. Styles, a brain buster to The Miz. Miz is in a lot of trouble. And as you can see there, Seth Rollins is really not making any type of attempt to get into this one. He seems perfectly fine on the outside. Miz able to get out of duck underneath a big clothesline. Again, continuing the attack. He should probably be looking for a tag. Hits AJ Styles with a DDT. Here he's going for the tag. And Rollins just backs off, and he's backing away from this one. He's leaving Miz all alone, and he's just comfortable to watch this one from the entrance ramp. Miz in a lot of trouble. In any case, Nakamura just continuing the beat down here on The Miz, who has been basically fighting a handicap match this whole night. And Nakamura gonna lay it in here with some strong kicks. Oh, just Miz in a lot of trouble. And then the big head kick to end off the combo. And what's Nakamura doing here? I think he's actually just setting up The Miz so that Seth Rollins could see what could possibly be his fate this coming Sunday. Nakamura in the corner. He's calling for it. He's calling for the Kinshasa. Kinshasa, and he's nailed it. The Miz is down. You can count to 1,000. This one is over. Shinsuke Nakamura and AJ Styles are your winners. Seth Rollins just looking on. He won't have anywhere to run this Sunday, and he'll have to take on Nakamura one-on-one. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on Sunday at WrestleMania's Backlash.